All right, everyone. Today on the final hour, I have FlukeyM, and he's got this really cool, like checkerboard / American flag style OC clown, right?
Yeah, it's a Harlequin.
It's a Harlequin.
It's his name.
Nice, very nice. So, first things first. Any question I say or ask, or chat asks, you could just bypass. If it offends you, for whatever reason, it could be because you don't like it because it's not your scientific belief or something, or the fact that the ground's cracked. I don't know. You don't want to answer it. You don't have to answer it. All right?
Yeah, all good.
Sounds good. Now, first question I ask everyone I have on the show: Who is FlukeyM outside of content creation? As in, just like who you are walking down the street. I got that song stuck in my head as soon as I did that. Walking down the street, pretty woman, walking down the street.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh wait, copyright laws. Oh no! Oh no, copyright laws. So who are you every day? Just walking around and being yourself when you're not doing content. Like, what do you?
I don't get to walk around much at the moment. Well, we just got out of lockdown, so that's good. But no, on an everyday basis, my name is Luke. Hence, FlukeyM for my surname. That's where the name comes from. It's just an old nickname.
Very cool. Because mine's John, and Harps.
Hey, John.
Well, it's Harper, so it Harps, hence where Harps comes from.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really cool. 2 gay titties. Thank you for those gay titties, Links. Thank you for the titties. So, continue on. Oh,
yeah, sure.
You will. Okay, before you continue, if someone donates bits, I say thank you for the titties. If you hear me say random like outbursts of stuff, that's because someone did a redeem. Means like they redeem something where I usually say something and it's just ridiculous and it's hilarious. So
yeah, no worries.
If you're talking and I just cut you off and it's random as hell, you just keep going.
Works for me. I can do that. I'm good at ignoring random stuff.
So you just got out of lockdown, and that's where we were at. Llama.
Yeah, that's where we were at. So day to day, I'm a design engineer. So I've been working sort of for defense contractors for the last sort of 15 years or so.
Glitter's
designing.
The devil.
Sorry?
Glitter is the devil, and then do the roar. Lane's just fucking with me. That's what he's doing.
Okay, I'm great at ignoring this random stuff already. I can see that.
Blood says hi, love.
Yeah. So that's me. I mostly stare at computers all day. But we're designing stuff that helps to keep the people safe and the country secure and all that good stuff. So
nice.
It's good work.
Nice. So you try to keep the country safe and you look at computers all day. So how are you keeping the country safe by looking at computers?
Well, right now I'm designing a new submarine. Well, bits of it anyway.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Nice.
Really.
What kind of submarine?
Navy one. No, I can't tell you too much more than that.
I was gonna say it's probably classified, right?
Yeah, very so. Very boring.
So,
but
not really boring. It's just you got to protect like your country, right?
Well, no, it's very interesting, but I can't say what I do or spill any secrets. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good practice. That gets me fired and thrown in jail and stuff. Okay. We don't like that.
Fair enough. So during your off time, besides making TikToks, what do you do?
So I am a bit of a gamer. I've been gaming since I was 4 on the Amstrad 464. I think was the first thing I ever played a game on.
Wait, what the hell is that? Oh wait, hold on. What year did that come out?
This would have been in 1983.
Okay, so when you're 4 years old.
Yeah. So this is a home computer that you used to run cassette tapes on. That really dates it. Yeah.
Wow. That's old. At least you're not that old.
No, I'm in my 40s now. So I'm old enough to wonder why the hell I'm doing TikToks, but it's
who cares?
It's fun.
Why wonder? Who cares? Have fun, be yourself, and just have a good time. That's what I believe in. Like, who cares?
Be myself. Yeah.
Ooh, Haley Louise, what's up? Long time. You got Saying Jester in here, Haley Louise. Yeah, I'm in a mad mood.
Hey guys.
With me. I'm Lynx. You're gonna scare me once we're playing Genshin, aren't you? Oh, I'll be reading chat as you go. So.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So yeah, been a mad gamer my whole life. Had PlayStation, bought myself an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, blah blah blah. A couple years ago, I switched it up and started PC gaming instead. And last year, I bought an Oculus Quest, and I now just do all my gaming on VR because it's awesome.
Nice. Very nice. So, like, you have to wear the
like
whole...
I like a bit of Beat Saber.
So, Beat Saber? You know, people put that on TikTok, right? Beat Saber runs?
Yeah, I know. I haven't figured out how to, like, properly record it yet, and it's very much not what my account's about. But, yeah, I'm not bad at it. But it's mostly for fun.
I get you. But you know what I do with my account now? I don't care. I post whatever. You know that freaking anime girl dancing thing that's been going on, that trend, that song? And then the guy made the guitar track thing? Well, I decided to post that. I gave credit to the original artist or the original person who posted the video of the girl dancing, but I also posted it just to post it. Tell me why the one with the rock guitar version is at like 10.4K, while my interview ones can't even get to 1,000 views. This is why it doesn't matter.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just make Batman. I know, right? Batman Beyond. Yeah, I when you said that, it took me a second because I didn't realize what video you're talking about, Saying Jester. And when I saw it, oh yeah, it does make sense. But the fact of like my account was OC content. Was blown up out of nowhere, no views. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna just put whatever I want on here, and that's what I do now. I put whatever, and somehow I put that on there because I knew it would get views, and I was right. It's just whatever TikTok wants and consumers want to see is what they actually go for. It kind of sucks at the same point because it makes you feel like you suck at making content, but then you know you don't because generally the general public is normal people, while we're not normal people compared to the normal people. Holy shit, it's a Fulmer. Long time, my man. So you're on TikTok.
I think one of my things is you never know what's going to blow up on TikTok. I've had like a couple of duets do 1,000 and then 1,000 views, and then the next has like 24 views or 30 views, or my average is about 150. And then I thought, well, let's do something fun for everybody and try and force some views. So I came up with this Game of Thrones idea and jammed it out there for all of the cosplayers and that whole community, and just forced everyone to watch it.
Are you talking about the Iron Throne?
I am talking about the TikTok Iron Throne.
Blood was asking about. Was about to ask. I was going to get to that, but I was going to wait until I got through the introduction section.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So explain that. Like, where did you get the idea from, and like everything about? Explain everything about it from beginning to end.
Sure. So I saw a video that Sarah Gabrielle posted, where she'd been given a cane and a crown by one of her followers, and she put it to the Game of Thrones theme, same music that I've been using for everything, and right at the end she puts the crown on her head. And I thought to myself, do you know what? Everybody loves Game of Thrones. How can I do something with that? I want to do something, and this idea just sort of niggled at me for a while, and then I worked out some of the details, and I thought, I want to get the big creators to notice me. I love it when like you get a follower who's like one of the big creators, and you suddenly go, and you go, oh my god, this person's following me, and it's so cool. And it's happened once or twice, and and it's amazing. And I thought to myself, well, if I managed to persuade some of the big creators with and at first I thought, let's target people who have over 100,000 followers. Let's make it worth our while, because if they've got lots of followers, then they'll have masses of people sort of using these tags and whatever else. But then I was looking at other people I admire, and I was surprised to find they didn't have that many. They had 75 or 50,000, and I thought, do you know what? What the heck? Let's just open it up to everybody. If anybody wants to start a house, they can do. And that turned out to be a really good idea. So I put this video up that just set out some rules and said, if you want to be the lord of a house, then all you have to do is duet this video. I love duets, by the way. I do so many duets. I love it when people do duets with me. So this was a great way to get loads of people to do duets with me. I said, okay, do a duet that sets out your house, who you are, and what your house's hashtag is going to be. And the only condition on that is it has to be an unused hashtag. We all have to start from 0.
Okay.
And then on New Year's Day, I will check all of the hashtags to see who's got the most views, and whoever has the most views will win the Iron Throne. And then I encourage them to get other people who follow them or who feel like it to duet them as their warriors of their house, to use the same hashtag and start building up those views and those views and those views.
Nice.
So about, I think, 13 people set up houses, which was amazing, and loads and loads and loads. They tagged so many people in that comment thread. I had about a week where I would put my phone down and it would be going ding 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 ding. And I'm like, oh, it's that again. I'll put it down. It's ding ding ding. I'm trying to like every single one of these.
It's hard to keep up after a certain point. When you have a couple videos that blow up at the same time, there's no point in leaving your phone on notifications. It's good to pick a time and just search through, look through every single one and comment how much time you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was so exciting for me. This was the first thing that sort of I had that kind of response and reaction to. I just wanted to be there and doing it.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. So you got this idea from someone else, just because they use Game of Thrones and put a crown on their head. Seriously, that is pretty. That's I mean, having that inspiration is just right off the chart right there, because you had a goal, which was, I want people to notice me, and you found a way to get people to notice you, and that is, as Haley Louise just said, is genius. It is genius, because that's the goal, is to have.
Thanks, Haley.
The goal is to have people to notice you in the long run when you're doing this kind of stuff. Either if it's just for, you do it for fun or whatever it may be, is being creative and making your own thing where people could have fun with. You got people engaging in something that, is awesome. Everyone, loves the idea. I mean, you have Sarah Phoenix DMing me and adding me, hey, can you join my house? And I'm like, I don't know. We might be at war together. I'm sorry, but I'll try to cross paths with you.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And it is brilliant, dude. And so what happens after the new year happens and stuff?
Okay, so I do have I have a friend, Lacewings, who's helping me work out some further ideas down the line. This is just going to end up being round 1 of the game. There is more going to happen in the new year.
Okay.
I think whoever wins the Iron Throne can sit pretty for a little while, and then. But that throne. Ooh, people don't sit comfortably on that throne.
No, that's crazy though. That is crazy.
So yeah, there's some ideas. I've got like 2 more ideas for how we can develop it and build on it after the first after New Year.
Okay. So after New Year, you're gonna expand upon this. This is gonna be like your thing, just like how JC the Panda had his TikTok creators hotline, and anyone else who has their little thing they have like come up with and created. Like us, we had the competition, OC competition, which our last one, no one really made any stuff, but we tried something different, and that's probably why. But it is what it is. But that's really cool. So you got the
so I've made a new OC.
Nice.
Which is not this one. This is Harlequin, but the guy who does all of the Game of Thrones announcements is called Jazaran, the Game Master, and he's got the black band across his eyes, which is probably what you're seeing on my Discord. And so he's going to be the guy who does the rules and the announcements and so on for the Iron Throne and any other games that I might come up with. Very
nice. Now. Jester's like, know anything about launch codes? Really saying, Jester? Motherfucker. No one needs to know anything about launch codes. Oh my god. So.
No.
Right? No. Question from Blood.
You gotta come out and say that or no? Yeah.
Where did you get the idea for the TikTok complaint department?
I was wondering if that was going to come up. So I saw so many people who were getting pissed off with TikTok, and they were making videos and content saying, I've been shadow banned, or you took my content away from me, and or something like that. And I was seeing this as a bit of a trend, and I wanted to not exploit it, but create a character that could respond and parody TikTok. So I set up the TikTok Creator Relations Department, which is what the guy has written on his hat. And yeah, he hates cosplayers. He just absolutely detests cosplayers.
Oh my god.
So I'm a cosplayer who hates cosplayers.
That is awesome and ingenious at all at the same time.
I do always make sure that I put the hashtag comedy in those, just in case anybody takes me seriously, because I really don't hate cosplayers.
Okay, did anyone take you seriously? And yes, Lynx.
Thankfully, no. And honestly, and I know this is a very it's an unusual experience, but maybe it's because I'm a guy. I have experienced no hate so far on TikTok, and I'm extremely grateful for that. But it's been a pretty positive experience for me so far. But yeah, no, nobody's taking it seriously. Hopefully, people will continue to realize when I do that it is a parody. I think my happiest sort of moment with that was I duetted with Scotty Wartooth. He put a video up as TikTok Jesus. Finally responding to all the people asking him why he wasn't TikTok verified yet. And I just put up a very quick sort of duet with him as TikTok creator guy, saying, "Because you're a cosplayer."
Oh my god.
And his comment was, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah, that's a Scotty comment. That really is.
Yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
Definitely got a good sense of humor, that guy.
Yes, he does. Like that when it was Uwu Princess, him, a couple other people, and then that stripper pole in the middle. And then he gets on the stripper pole. You didn't see that, did you?
I didn't realize that was Uwu Princess.
Yeah,
Actually, that's why I was like raising my eyes. I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay, that was her. Yeah,
You know
she's
what,
changed the name now.
Creeps? Yeah, she had. Oh, I guess she rebranded. And Creeper. Really? I get a lot of things, but there are a lot of things I don't get. But so it's not. I don't get anything, but I do get some things. We should make another Got the Gods, but with doesn't anything and got it things. Wait, never mind. I messed myself up. Anyway, normally Americans compared to Brits, Americans don't get it. Yeah, I know of saying there's some stuff you would say that I wouldn't understand, but I still would get it. But anyway, no, you get nothing. These guys, they know me too well and they mess with me too much, but they're awesome. I love it when they come and chat. So you started that hotline, and that's been brilliant. So like you decide to do stuff that
was definitely inspired by the TikTok hater hotline, by the way.
Okay, so it was inspired by that, but
yeah,
you thought of like twisting it and making it your own, but in a different way.
Yeah, I don't want to copy anyone. I definitely don't want to copy anybody. I mean, I love JC DePanda and and what he does with the TikTok hater hotline. So I think one of the creator relations ones, he actually intercepted the message that JC was giving to the cosplayer. So I picked a piece of paper out and then looked over my shoulder, and the guy was standing next to me. I was like, "How'd you get in here?"
Nice. And that's pretty ingenious, though. So, you got any other ingenious ideas coming into play that like you want to share with the class?
Nothing too ingenious. I like riffing off what other people are doing. So there's one of my favorite creators, Miss Twisted, who's an Australian lady who does the most amazing makeups, and she's just started doing a little owl character, got covered in feathers, and it looks amazing. And she's a potion maker. You know, like a D&D, she makes potions, or Harry Potter, or something like that.
Like Quincy's Tavern.
Yeah, kind of like Quincy's Tavern, but she did one bit where she sort of like got a little shot glass with some red fluid in there, and like everything went a bit trippy. And I thought, well, what would happen if she gave somebody else one of her potions? So I used the same bit of music, and I got a shot glass, and I've put 5 of these up today, actually.
Oh my!
So yeah. Shot glasses with different color fluids, and I happened to be staying at a friend's house the last couple of days after the lockdown. When I drove down to Kent, where I'm from originally, and stayed in his house. And he's got a number of large sort of animal heads, and he has a Mandalorian helmet. Well, I say animal heads, they're masks. You know, they're big masks.
I wouldn't care if they were, as long as like when they were being hunted, they actually were hunted to actually collect all the stuff and farm everything from the animal, not just see like, oh, I'm taking the pelt and leaving the body.
Think of it it's more like a mascot. You know, it's one of those big kind of like fluffy things.
That's cool. See you later, Link. Yeah. Or I mean, T Creeper. Fucking lurking.
So I just did a series of videos where I take a glass of various colored liquids, I drink it, and then at the right moment I transition into like, poof, I'm wearing a big panda or a fox or a Mandalorian helmet, or just vanish altogether. And the last one I just transitioned into this. So
nice. What I like is that you have so much fun doing this naturally.
I think so. I've been doing this. I looked it up because I wanted to know. I've been doing this since late September, and I think it was probably around about a month ago. I found myself like, oh, why am I doing this? Nobody's seeing my stuff. Am I shadow banned? Am I putting pressure on myself? And I hadn't learned yet to do like a bunch of stuff and put it in as drafts. I was literally doing cosplay or something every day and just posting it instantly rather than saving anything for later. So I was ending up, I was sort of cosplaying every day, and it was getting to be a bit of a grind for what seemed to be sort of little return. It kind of got to me a bit, and I was thinking, do I carry on with this? Am I still enjoying it? And thankfully, I talked to a few of the other people on here who I've gotten friendly with, and I have to say, the cosplayer community on TikTok is just amazing.
Yeah,
there's so many really, really generous, lovely people on here who will give you tips, advice, encouragement. They will shout you out. They will, just generally help you along.
Right? That's the crazy thing. Like, I've met so many awesome people through this app that I'm glad I was able to meet. Like, Hostile Bond is literally like my brother now. We literally, it's crazy. Wolf of the Void, same thing. I'm Top Creeps is like one of my real sisters. Sisters! And scissors. English! Oh man, you guys gotta pay attention to every time I say something and write it down and then DM me it so I can make a list of it. Things I've messed up saying. And then even easy, like all these people I meet and like talk to, like we all like can bounce ideas back and forth and like are good friends. And it's insane just how everyone, like how it is, how easy it is. Like, not easy, but like how, like, on here, okay, this is what I was trying to get to. How on the TikTok app, it is so easy to meet people with the same like mind compared to any other app, or was just talking about this on like your Facebook. Like, you go on TikTok, make your videos, you start seeing people just like you. And almost everyone here works as a family. And when something happens, regardless if they don't like you, they will try to find a way to help you. Like, it's the strangest thing.
I think the best example of that recently has been everything going on with Camilla Severin.
Yeah.
And the way that this community is pulled together to just sort of get the word out and support her and, and generate a lot of money to help her as well. So, and she's been great to me as well, actually. So, it's absolutely thrilled to see the response that the community has put together for it.
Yep, exactly. And it's amazing. I'm glad I joined this app and actually Blood started doing cosplay on it. I'm glad she downloaded it just to keep up with me or watch what I do and then laugh at what I'm doing because I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. And then she started her own thing. And now we're here. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Blood downloading the app. Because I wouldn't have met anyone like to be able to talk to them. It's insane. And I'm just agreeing with you. I have to, like, the whole fact that like the community, the OC community is so in tune with each other. Everyone knows each other, and I'm doing good, Jenna. And it's insane. Like, did you hear about this guy? No, but check them out. You'll like them. And they checked them out. Like, I do like them. They're awesome. So, you do TikToks. Why did you download TikTok in the first place?
I have no idea. I heard about it during our first lockdown. Didn't do anything with it. I spent, annoyingly, just after our first lockdown happened back in sort of March, April, I got let go from where I was working because I'm a contractor, so we're always the first out the door. So I spent that 3 months being very worried about where the next paycheck was going to come from. Fortunately, I had enough to manage during that time. And then I got a new contract, so that's all settled. I'm working from home now.
Nice.
Which is even better.
Yeah.
I always could, but that company, I was working for the air traffic center. So, funnily enough, when all the air traffic stopped, it was like, oh, yeah, they haven't got any money now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can't pay anyone.
No,
Yep.
no. We're gonna have to let you all go. Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Well, good luck finding somebody to finish this after you get back together again, because we're all going to be doing something else. So yeah, fortunately, I have fortunately, I have found something else, and I moved to a new place to be closer to that, and I just been hearing about TikTok like for months. This is the new amazing thing. Everybody should be on TikTok. So I looked at it and I found cosplayers for some reason. I don't know how it ended up serving me cosplay. I like cosplay, but is it something I have ever thought of doing myself? Maybe. At like a con or something, but what would I do? Who would I be? Would I have the guts to do it in public?
Right.
I might have done like, if there was a Red Dwarf convention, I might have dressed up as one of the characters from that or something like that.
Do you know Saying Jester?
I am certainly familiar with the name. I don't think we've actually sort of interacted directly.
Okay,
but if he's a Red Dwarf fan, he is very welcome to get in touch.
Yeah, we talked about Red Dwarf on during his interview, and
all right, cool.
They killed Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yeah,
wow, babe.
Well, not on screen. Not on screen.
Not on screen.
They didn't do it on screen. It was an off-screen death. Yeah, but yeah, they murdered everyone on Waxworld. I'm afraid.
He looks down into the thing and is all freaked out, and like comes back. It's like they killed Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. That was such a messed up episode, I swear.
Back then, that's what I smoked, and I was high watching that. Like, oh my god! Wow.
Yeah. Oh, I love Red Dwarf.
Yes.
That and Blackadder, two of the funniest series of all time, in my view.
Fair enough. Where are you from? You the UK?
Yeah, I am English. So I've lived in the UK my whole life.
Okay.
I'm a southerner, one of those southern types. So I speak a bit posh, apparently.
Okay. I don't notice a difference. There was only 2 people that I have interviewed, maybe 3. I can't remember the third one, but there was 2 people where they had a thick accent, and that was Dex 11. Or Lex Devon. There we go. Wow, I said those 2 letters backwards. I do that quite often. I'll say like words backwards or letters, and then Ash,
it's easily done.
Yeah, Ash Immortal SFX. Like they both had deep accents, and it was, you could tell. And everyone's like, "Man, their accent, we love it." I'm like, "I know, right?" You don't really. I don't really see one from you. But that's,
well, this is the thing. I speak English. I don't have a particular regional accent. I'm not a Brummie. I'm not from Manchester. I'm not from Newcastle. I'm definitely not Scottish.
Yeah.
or Irish or anything like that, because they can just be hard for us to understand. No offense to anybody Scottish who's listening. I love you guys. I spent a lot of time working in Glasgow, so. So it's definitely all good, but yes, no, I am generically accentless.
You're not generic. You're actually awesome. You have a lot of creativity. You're really good at watching someone else's stuff, kind of like what I do on like when I do music, because I'll listen to something else and kind of do something off of it, or anything I do. I watch someone else do it, or listen to it, and get ideas, and then kind of bring it into my own. Yeah, and you do the same thing. Like you saw JC the Panda, and you're like, let me kind of do like the same thing with be his what's his nemesis. in a sense, because like you're kind of like
In a
his
way, yeah.
nemesis.
He promotes the cosplayer community, and my guy really doesn't like it at all. So, yeah, same. We're kind of opposing forces in a way.
You two you should actually DM him sometime. Like, hey, let's make a little series where it's you and him going at it. Like,
that is not a bad idea. I do know JC, or at least he recognizes me if I pop into his lives or that sort of thing. Of course, he's running a house for the Iron Throne as well.
Yeah.
So it's House de Panda, or House Panda, I should say. Sorry, got that wrong.
Nice. Yeah, I would definitely actually just take your like DM him like, hey, I got this idea, and after that, like we could start talking. Like you talk back and forth, get some plans out, and then start initiating it after the new year, after the throne. It'll be like your next new project on top of still working on the throne. And if when you do actually release a video like that, at me so I can see it.
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, okay. No, I'll definitely take that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Cool. Very cool.
The light and the dark side of TikTok. I kind of like that idea.
Okay. I need a decor ring for some accents. Haley, what are you exactly saying? I'm not understanding. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. Haley had an accent too. I'm dumb. I forgot about that. Shit. Blood has a question. If you could travel to anywhere in the world without worrying about anything, so that's pretty much worrying about money, where would you go and why?
So a couple of answers. So if I was just go on like the dream holiday thing, I would love to be Japan. That would be the the destination that I would like to see the country, experience that culture, and yeah, just be there and do the whole Japanese touristy thing because why not? Absolutely. See some of the temples. Maybe taking some sumo because I used to love watching sumo. Weirdly enough, find out where all this anime stuff comes from because my god, I do like some anime. I have to say.
Nice. So you would
travel. But to finish the other question, I would say I would like to travel to America as well.
Okay.
And as well as to see the country, I would like to go and visit some of the people that I've met through this app now.
Nice.
And there's a couple of them who know who they are, who I definitely want to come and see.
Who's the first person at a drop of a hat, if you could go visit, who would it be?
Blades with Roses.
Why is that?
Because she's been an amazingly supportive follower, fan. She likes all of my videos. She makes sure that she finds all of my videos and does the whole like and comment and shares. And she's just been a really good person to get to know. And quite a lot of the time, because of the time difference, when I'm waking up first thing in the morning, she's doing a late night live. So I sort of jump into it and go, hi, good morning, and chat with her while I have my coffee.
Nice. You wake up in the morning, like 8, it's probably like 3, let's see, 6, it's like 2, 3 in the morning for her.
Yeah, so if I'm waking up at 6, it's 1 o'clock for her.
5 hours, she's East Coast then, okay.
Yeah, she's East Coast, yeah.
Okay, that's not bad. So it's like, what, almost 1 a.m. for you right now? Shit.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
So,
one of the main reasons I got sort of into OC was to make sure that I was not going to fall asleep waiting for this to happen.
Hey, I don't blame you. This is my 7th day work in a row. I came home. I was going to get some, like the highlight video for the last interview up or find a clip and then post it and get the other video ready to be posted. I just took a nap instead. And I'm like, I don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
But It is
Yeah,
what it
I
is,
drove
man.
home this afternoon and sort of went straight. I'm gonna have a nap. I am gonna try and do everything I can to make sure I'm still awake.
Yeah, that's awesome. And naps will help. They really do.
Hmm.
They really do.
Yeah,
Now, blood is a
certainly
question.
can.
Where did you get
Hmm.
the inspiration for your OC cosplays?
So, this one. So the purple and the yellow diamonds. So this guy is named Harlequin, and the main inspiration from him is from a game called Warhammer 40,000 or 40K, which is a tabletop sort of war game. You play with little miniature figures,
and they're expensive as
and
fuck, and to paint them is a pain in the ass.
yeah, well, I used to love painting them,
Mhm.
and I painted an army of Eldar, who are basically space elves, and one of their special troops are called Harlequins, and you paint them up like clowns or jesters. And one of the things that one of the acknowledged ways to paint them is with alternating colored diamonds.
Okay.
So that's how I painted my face, and I did the whole face for a long time. And then there was something about having the whole face purple and yellow that wasn't working too well for me. So I decided to do the upgrades, and I thought I'll get a few more colors. I will paint the other color in stripes, so it's almost heraldic. So you've got one half which is one design, and the other half is another design. And I quite like the red and white stripes. And I extended the eyes out and down a little more, made the mouth a bit more prominent, and I think it looks a lot better.
No, it makes you stand out, and like in with the saturation of how TikTok is, and with every creator, that's the goal. You want to stand out. You got to do something that's make a look that stands out. Do something that stands out, and like how you made the Iron Throne, that stands out. That in the TikTok, not haters hotline, but the when you made up stands out, and that's the goal. Like you want to like catch eyes. Like, oh, same thing. Black makeup, okay, full face, Skullsy. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I mean, I love. So, I mean, my very first character was my very first video was. I had an idea for an OC who was like supposed to be the god of time, so he would like freeze people,
Okay,
or something like that. It didn't really go very well. It was very much a learning experience for me about like
okay.
how things could be, and so yeah, so he didn't stick around very long.
Captain Kronos?
Yeah, he was called Kronos.
Okay.
He was called Kronos. But quite quickly after that, I moved into doing a Phantom of the Opera cosplay.
Okay.
So I painted a mask over half my face. And that was the main one for quite a while. So he'd do a lot of songs, especially from Phantom of the Opera, funnily enough.
Okay.
And then that got things started, and then this came along after that. And the idea I had for this guy was to do something biblical in a way. So I would write in the comments underneath the videos where you got like where you put all your hashtags and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would write what was happening to this guy in a kind of biblical kind of text, and it's like Harlequin chapter 1 verses 22 to 23 kind of thing after it. So I was trying to build a storyline for him effectively.
Okay.
Which I've gone away from it. I went away from that a little bit because keeping it straight was just putting more pressure on me on top of finding stuff to do.
Oh yeah.
But it's an idea that it's something I would like to come back to flesh out and maybe do some writing on top of the TikToks as well.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you got a lot of ideas for content creation at the moment. Like you kind of sound like me. You get all these ideas, you put it on a notebook, and you pick one random day where you're like, I got that. I want to do this one today, and then you accomplish it. And then you add 5 more ideas after it, and you go, God damn it. No. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
well, the good ones stick, and you know, you've got the other ones there for a backup if you want to at some point in the future.
Exactly. Like you know how I sent you the whole text document that I send to everyone for an invitation, right?
Yeah.
I finally was able last night out of nowhere. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And I was talking to Hostile Bond and I asked them a few questions. I'm like, hey, well, how can I do this? And out of nowhere, before they even say anything, it clicked on how to do it. And so what I did is I have, instead of sending you a huge long document, I send you my website link and it links you to the webpage that has all the information. Because it's a lot easier to read on there than on Discord, because Discord, that's a lot of text.
Yeah. Lots of raw text is difficult for people to process generally. One of the other hats I've had in my life is I've done quite a lot of people training in different things.
People training?
So
what does that mean?
Yeah, well,
or what do you mean?
Well, learning. So I've never been a teacher, but I've run lots of training courses.
Oh, okay. So you're really good at teaching and giving advice.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I like to think so. But the worst thing you can do with that sort of thing is death by PowerPoint. It's like, here is a PowerPoint with loads of text that I am going to stand here and read you for the next hour.
What?
Good night.
Huh? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You said PowerPoint instantly like this. Yep.
And an hour later, so what did we learn today? That you're really dull.
Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not that. You could use a PowerPoint, but you gotta have expression, energy, because a lot of people don't understand. What's up, Lex Devin? How you doing? Welcome to this the stream today in this interview, which is getting close to being over. With the PowerPoint, it's like what I'm going to compare it to is YouTube. When you do YouTube takes like 90% of your freaking energy away when you do a video. So when you're doing a video and you're just like, okay, you do this, you do that, everyone's gonna be like, you're boring. But you know what? If you do this and then you go here, oh my god, that happened when I was doing this. People are like, okay, what's this guy got? And you got to do that when you're teaching because that makes you memorable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the same with TikTok as well. I mean, the best thing I learned watching people dances in shadows and just how expressive she is with her face when she's doing, when she's doing her TikToks is. I looked at my old stuff and I was like, I'm really not moving my face very much. I need to be more expressive.
Yes.
And it comes across way better.
Yes, exactly. And for me, when it comes to TikToks, I'm still learning the facial expressions. But as you can see, this is what I concentrate on is this and Twitch. So it's a little different, but I love making TikToks with Blood. It's just with her, how she is and her health is really hard to time for a Sunday to do it. And then with me and my schedule, working all these crazy hours and then trying to do TikToks too, is but that's the thing. It's doing the facial expressions. It's a learning experience. You gotta try it. I'm good at if you watched any of my TikTok tutorials, the more recent ones, you'll see I'm more energetic. I'm more expressive. I'm doing I'll throw a witty comment if I think of one, or if I have a really good blooper, I put at the end after the what is it? My end scene. And a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, but there's some bloopers in some of my videos, and yeah.
Okay, good to know. I'll look out for those.
Yep. So,
but yeah, it's a good training course. If you know your subject well, then you can put up 5 words behind you that are the key message, and then you completely ignore that, and you talk to the people in front of you.
Yep.
And you talk around it, and you're not just reading it out. And you can answer questions and be interactive like we're doing now.
But the thing is, let's say you go in there all right, guys, I kind of know these subjects. I don't really know them too well, but I'm going to sit here and we're going to learn together. How about that? All right. So first off, I'm going to read the first one. And it says this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so when you walk down the street and you see a pretty woman, what are you going to do? Like, are we going to approach them and be nice to them? Are we going to just look and stare and look awkward? I mean, what are you going to do? We'll figure this out. So what the instruction says is this. All right, you read the first one off. That already grabbed everyone's attention.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
I think the answer entirely depends on whether you're with your wife.
Well, no, oh my god. No, but I'm just saying, like, that was just a random thing that popped in my head.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And
yeah, icebreakers are the best thing to start off with, absolutely. Yes. And if you can do something interactive or play a game or anything like that, I think the best one that I came up with was we had like a little game which we played on sheets of A4, and there were about 4 of these scattered through an hour-long training course. So I went through a lot of paper, but after every round of this game, I picked up the bin and said, right, everyone, just scrunch them up and chuck them at me and I'll try and catch them. And they woke up, and funnily enough, they really enjoyed that bit.
Exactly, and they'll always will remember that.
Exactly.
Even though they
might see that
too much. Like, even though they'll remember that particular moment, but they'll be able to recall more of that whole learning experience because of that one moment.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Any kind of engagement is good engagement.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right, saying Jester. More emphasis or emphasize your facial movements. It looks actually more natural and entertaining. Yes, but it's hard to actually nail it and prick that. I was. Oh my god. Prick that. I was.
I'm lucky in a way.
Oh my god.
That this makeup emphasizes a lot of what I'm doing with my face, especially because my eyebrows are painted differently to my eyes. So it's like you can actually see me moving around a lot more. And it pulls the stripes in different directions.
Yeah, because the way the makeup is, it makes it easier to contrast in people's eyes to see every movement. So, Blood has a question, and we're also reaching the hour. We're past the hour mark now, or soon to be. If you guys have any special questions or something like really like out of nowhere questions, go ahead and start asking them. And I'm going to start asking my 3 closing questions after I ask this one. Blood is saying, oh no, this is actually more of a thank you. But thank you for the dick pic video. What is she pertaining to on that? I don't care. Like, she's had people send her dick pics all the time, and then I send one back.
No, I saw that and I just couldn't resist it. Because I know it's such. I can't understand why people do it. So have you seen that video that I sent her?
No.
All right. So she did a video where she was voicing over somebody saying, "Yeah, send them dick pics. They really like that."
Okay.
So I stitched that, and immediately after that, I put a picture of Dick Dastardly, Dick Turpin, a plate of spotted dick, and
Dick Tracy.
Dick Tracy. That was it.
She showed me that one.
There's my dick pics.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Blood is asking, why are you so awesome?
Not.
He's just like saying Jester and like everyone else. Like, we just be ourselves and we love everyone. We don't look down upon people or treat people a certain way. We just, I'm guaranteed that's it. You just like being with people, helping people out, or whatever it may be.
I like being able to express my sense of humor, and not everyone's always going to get it, and I get that. But when people do appreciate it, obviously it makes me feel good. It makes them feel good. Hey, let's all feel good. Let's be nice. And also, thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Well, you are awesome. This was a great time. Just like that Lex Devins interview, that was a great time. That was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Saying
cool. Thank you.
Jester is Miss Dick Van Dyke and Dick Van Patten. God, you got any more dicks saying you want to share with the class?
Oh, I'm sure there's so
I know,
many.
right? So, since we're at that hour mark, Dick Nixon. Yeah. Okay, come on, keep going. Saying it's going to be interesting. We're at that hour mark. I'm going to start asking my 3 closing. Oh, excuse me, that was out of nowhere. My 3 closing questions. But if questions pop up in chat, we'll just keep rolling with them. And
I'm in no rush.
Cool,
just
sweet.
saying.
So, first one is there any question during the interview that you thought I would ask, or you want to ask or answer that I didn't get to ask?
No, not that I can think of, to be honest. I have very much enjoyed it. I didn't do too much research. I have watched some of your interviews. As you know, when you first asked me to do this, I watched some of your interviews to get an idea. It's like, is this serious? Is this a real thing? Somebody wants to interview me? What? I'm like nobody.
Bullshit. Everybody's a somebody, and I don't care about your number. Yes, I mean,
thank you very much.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having like the biggest TikTok creator on the show, but not because of their number, just because to meet them. I love meeting people. I love talking to people, and I have a great time.
And watching your work, you realize that, and absolutely, I love what you're doing. So yeah, but I didn't. I decided not to prepare and just come on and just be myself and not really anticipate anything.
That's what I like. The one thing I thought of adding just now when I send people to the website is, or sending it to, or when I actually do confirm the date, be like, just think of these 3 questions, so that way they're prepared on like these 3 questions, and that's it, because the rest can just roll.
Yeah, I mean, if it's the same 3 questions every time, sure, why not?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Because I say 5 same things every single time. Of course, like depending on the creator, I will mention what they create the most on and what their main platform is, and they go from there. And saying gestures like Dick Cheney, Dick Cavett, Dick Clark, Dick Grayson, Dick Dale, Dick Wolf, Dickie Roberts. Okay, we got enough dicks. We got it. You can make definitely a wall of dicks right now, saying Jester, okay? Warning, never re-interview me. I will try to break you with questions. Saying Jester, you could come on the show as Saying Jester and then take over the interview for all I care. I love interviewing OCs as their, or people as their OCs, as their personas. I've only had 3 people do that out of almost 100 episodes I've done. So
I was tempted, because it was something that you asked if I wanted to do, actually come on as my OC. And I thought about it, and I realized that he's, certainly when he started, he was kind of one note. He was like an aggressive expression of me. So he was a bit of a thug, hung out, and I had like visions of him in like rainy Chicago streets at night kind of thing. But that, it's a bit one note, and I didn't really have the greatest lock on him as a character, and he's changing a lot recently as well. So, that's why I decided to just be me.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's really hard to keep up a persona the entire time. Because when I it was kind of like facing Dr. Zed, because trying not to laugh throughout that whole interview was hard. Damn. Oh. And that was but the thing is, it's a good time, and it is really hard to do that. So there was no questions that I didn't ask, or nothing that pops in your head. Okay, so it's none of those. Now, is there any interesting facts that not too many people know about, or let alone not know about you, that is just like interesting? Like how Dr. Zed has a prosthetic leg. Well, technically it was a prosthetic in his leg that made him have an infection for years. Gothic Thug with no belly button. Oh my god, saying, really, how spotted is your dick for scientific purposes? Wow, that really just stopped me in my tracks, man. That's funny as fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, and Ari goes raw. Her two bones right here, I don't know what they're called, are fused. So she really can't twist her wrist.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't have anything like that. Aside from getting a bit creaky, my body is probably normal, if slightly overweight. But I mean, in my history, I went to an all boys boarding school for about 8 years, which was run by our local monastery.
Okay.
So had lots of Benedictine monks teaching and local nuns and stuff like that.
Really? What is the one thing they taught you that has stuck with you for your whole life?
Avoid being caned.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't want to do that. Don't do that. But no, I mean, aside from that, I mean, it was a normal sort of education. It's just kind of the whole context and setting and everything like that was very strange. And yeah, don't send your kids to same-sex schools. I think is probably the big upshot from that, because frankly, I came out of that at about 15. I had no idea what a girl was, let alone how to talk to one.
Wow.
8 years of basically the only female presence being your mother is maybe not the healthiest. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, we're not going to send our son to a school like that, because like that, there's no like, you got to experience like every form of aspect of life whenever you can, and being limited to just like guys is like, no. And like if he's anything like me, he'll vibe better with the women.
Well, I mean, I do. Generally, I think as well. I'm not a guy's guy, certainly. So, yeah, I think I generally get on with women better now than I did, than I do men. But that took a lot of time, I think.
Hold on. Saying, wow, that just like really like makes so much sense. Isn't that how Arkansas families start? You get fixated on one family member, or you get fixated on family members because it's same-sex schools. Hey cousin, hey cousin, wanna watch my back? Yeah. Oh my
no
God.
comment. No comment. I am not going anywhere near that.
I know.
No.
Right? That's Jester.
No, sir.
I love Jester for this stuff. It's great. So okay, we got those two, and it makes sense. A little advice in there, and in fact, like no, do not same-sex schools. No, and do not send someone to. Don't send anyone to same-sex schools. Got it.
I mean, I got a good education out of it. I'm not arguing that, but yeah, there might have been a few hang-ups involved.
Yeah. So, now, my last question. Do you have any questions for me and Blood? Nook in my cranny? Oh my God.
No, I think I'm good. Thank you very much.
Oh, come on, you gotta ask one.
I've got to ask one.
You gotta ask one. You gotta think of one.
Okay. The main reason that I got pointed in Blood's direction was because she also does the diamond-shaped makeup for her OC. I have never asked her where that came from.
I don't even remember where that came from. I know she wanted to do something. I'm guessing, but I know she'll type in chat. I'm seeing if I'm right. I don't know if I am, so I'll read what she says. She was playing with makeup, and she wanted something new, and I think her eye was bothering her. I think it was bothering her at this time, too. So she made something where it didn't cover up her eye.
Came up with something with gaps. Yeah, good idea.
But I don't know if that's exactly
because you guys film in black and white. You can't tell whether it's actually a gap or if it's like white instead of black. You know, so
you're right, Sang. I forgot about that scene. The T-1000 for Terminator 2 comes up from the floor, the checkerboard floor, and she's like, "That's where she got the idea from." And I just image like him come out. I'm like, "You're right, man." It's in the hospital. I know where it's at. I know where it's at. It's when they're getting Sarah Connor.
When they're breaking her out. Yep.
Now I want to watch that movie.
I can think of it. You do or you don't?
I do. I really do.
Well, why wouldn't you like that movie? It still holds up now.
Yeah.
It's the best Terminator film. I love the first one, but T2 was amazing.
Yes, especially for that time, and then the special effects.
Mm-hmm.
They
absolutely.
That freeze frame or the freeze, so when they froze him and then broke him. Oh my god, yeah, so good. And it's exactly what I said. But she saw a checkerboard, so she had an infection. She had an infection in my eye. I couldn't put makeup on, so I saw a checkerboard and went with it. It also is the duality of good and evil for me.
Awesome.
Yep. Zia Yami is her OC's name, and something I think it's light and dark is what that the word means. Something along those lines. Are you still there? Okay.
I'm still here.
The camera was freezing on me. It does that from time to time.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just listening with interest.
Awesome. No. You froze. You were like...
Oh, yeah. No, happily, I'm still here.
Hell yeah. Let's go. So, okay. So there's that one. Is there... You come on. Think of one more question if you can. I know you could think of something good. I mean, all the questions I asked today... I mean, you could think of something.
Hey, you do this for a living.
No, not yet. I deliver mail for a living.
Okay, well, you have a lot of practice then.
Fair enough. Okay.
Where did your inspiration to start doing this come from?
Do you want me the whole content creation?
Well, the interviewing people. Where did the final hour?
Someone podcast got brought up, and then I did a podcast with Greatest Gamer 00, and then at the time it was Two Stupid Gamers, which he has a YouTube channel, and he changed his name to Mash the Stampede. So we did a podcast for a while, and Mash the Stampede said we should interview some Twitch streamers. Well, he said he would set something up. It never happened. We were doing a podcast every Sunday, and one Sunday, he just didn't want to do it. So I made a joke in my stream saying, "Hey, yell at Mash the Stampede for no podcast today." And it was mostly my way. And if you know me, and I knew this guy for like half a year now, you know it's a joke to send people over your way. That's just how I work. He took offense to it, and it's okay. Everyone has their own opinion, and it happens. It's all good. So when that happened, we split ways, and I wanted to continue what his idea was. So I just asked. I actually, right after that, I got interviewed on a show, and then I liked it because it was really easy, and I started kind of controlling the interview, like running around circles around who I was interviewing. I'm like, you know what? Like, I think this is a good idea. Let's go with it. And I also love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love hanging out with people. And I did a few shows, and I just keep doing it. I just try to post up like, hey, you want to be on the show? And let's go.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. And here we are now.
And here we are now, absolutely.
Yep. Definitely. Yeah, that's how the final hour came to be. And yeah. So that's where we're at. Remember last time someone froze? I made a quick meme. Yeah, you did. That was Joypad_mad, ooh, that was a rough one. I was on his show a couple weeks ago, and I started really reaming into him because he wants to make content creation his thing, but he doesn't stick to anything, and he's not consistent. Excuse me. Yeah, he's not consistent, so I really reamed into him to just kind of like kick him in the ass a little bit because he is a friend of mine, and if you're a friend of mine, I'm not gonna want to see you fall behind because you're dragging your own ass. Actually, this will be the last question now. Any fire stories?
Pardon?
Have you had any stories with fires, or like has you done anything situated where a fire was involved?
So not like that. I mean,
if it will put you in jail, you don't have to say anything.
No. Okay. I'm not going to incriminate myself. Anyway. No. I suppose the only thing that I would I can think of as far as fire relates is the guy I was staying with this weekend actually is very into his barbecues and has been for many years. So we quite frequently after a night out would go back to his and have barbecue really late at night. He just fire it up and away we went. And I remember some of like my fondest memories are standing around a barbecue with snow on the ground in the middle of December at about 1:10 in the morning or something crazy like that, just waiting for the burgers to cook and staying warm and chatting and chilling out. Okay. That's about my best story involving fire.
Okay. There's Link's death shot of fireworks and it landed into a gas or a tanker truck that was open in the back that had gas in it. And it blew up. So that's when he learned he liked fire. Chaz Kitty Mystery Pop-Tart Official threw a propane tank in a campfire and it blew up, then burnt down a bridge. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You remembered more fire stories? Oh, man.
No more.
No more.
Nope.
Okay. All right, my man. I'm going to see who is online right now. And, all right, we're going to go bother Quincy's Tavern. I haven't rated him in a while. And he's actually a really cool dude. What I like about him, he's actually just a good guy all around. And we're going to go bother him. And I'm going to keep you on the line after this. So,
cool.
Okay, with everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the show. It was a good time, very chill, a lot of fun, and I hope you all yes, Jensen, right after. I told you earlier, you that forgetful. I mean, come on now, you're messing with me with my short-term memory. How about yours? What the hell happened? Now we have a technical difficulty. At the end. Yeah. The end. And with that being said, that's it for today. It was a great time. Thank you for coming on the show. And
well, thank you very much for having me.
Well, bye-bye, everyone.